to this week's Movie Math, giving you an in-depth analysis of the box office for the weekend of June 24th, when Cars 2 revved its engine and blew exhaust in the critics' faces. Yes, while the animated sequel is rocking a mere 34% on Rotten Tomatoes, it crossed the finish line with $66 million. That makes it one of Pixar's highest openings ever. And Cars 2 held steady all weekend, indicating that it could very well be taking the scenic route at the box office. And to further sweeten the victory, the cinema score for the film was an A-, while families here on Beyond the Trailer really enjoyed it. But even if Cars 2's box office numbers do drop off next weekend, reports are that Cars 2 merchandising could bring in as much as $10 billion. Forget ka-chow, we're talking ka-ching. However, while in the short term Disney and Pixar are laughing all the way to the bank, it will be interesting to see what the long-term effects of Cars 2 will be on the company's pocketbook. Pixar has long enjoyed a sterling reputation, and since the Oscar for Best Animated Feature Film was introduced in 2001, they've only lost twice. First for Monsters, Inc., and then for the original Cars. But with Cars 2's abysmal reviews, that suddenly leaves the 2011 Oscar race for Best Animated Feature Film wide open. And while Monsters, Inc. and Cars 2 might have lost out on the gold, they were still respected films. With Cars 2 deemed a lemon by both the industry and the press, that might be one dent that Pixar will want to get rid of, but can't. See, while thankfully mainstream audiences are still behind Pixar, losing that hipster cachet might take away the edge, which has so far set Pixar apart from the other animation studios. And in an increasingly crowded and competitive market, is that an edge Pixar can afford to lose? Speaking of increasingly crowded marketplaces, it looks like the R-rated female comedy is becoming one of them. Bad Teacher actually bested Bridesmaids opening weekend and cost even less to make. While it will take a few weeks to find out if Bad Teacher is standing on its own or merely riding Bridesmaids' coattails, this 1-2 punch at the box office ensures that more such movies will be on the way. Furthermore, this is a huge win for Cameron Diaz, as she pulled in more money solo than she has recently standing next to big male movie stars. And some of that cash glow will also rub off on Justin Timberlake and Jason Segel, not to mention the movie's director and writers. Women are behaving badly, and everyone's loving it. Elsewhere in the box office, Green Lantern's power ring decreased by 65% in its second weekend, a drop more akin to the first Hulk movie than this summer's other superhero fare. However, Warner Brothers still feels they can recharge Hal Jordan and have announced they'll be moving forward with a sequel. Whether or not this is actually true or merely a ploy to save face and keep audiences interested in the film, we'll have to wait and see. But we do know that Green Lantern cost $200 million to make and another $100 million to market, just in the United States. With a worldwide gross of $118 million and the knowledge that studios only get half of a movie's gross with the rest going to theaters, the movie has a long way to go before Warner Brothers will be seeing any more green. In comparison, Thor is up to $436 million worldwide, and X-Men First Class is up to $317 million worldwide. As for the rest of the top 10, Mr. Popper's Penguins is a standout from the crowd, only dropping 44% in its second weekend, and indicates solid word of mouth for the Jim Carrey movie. And for all you Kung Fu Panda 2 fans, Cars 2 dealt the flick a devastating blow, as it dropped 54% this weekend and fell out of the top 10. However, Poe has found inner peace overseas, where the film has pulled in over $340 million, slowly but surely closing the gap between the sequel and the original. But sadly, franchises are supposed to improve with time, and a potential third film still hangs in the balance. Now for next weekend, it's already here! Transformers 3 opened today in hopes of getting a jump on the competition and making the most of the holiday weekend. Be sure to check out Beyond the Trailer's review of the movie right here. Then on Friday, Crowne and Monte Carlo open. However, these movies will not be covered on BTT because I will be on vacation. To tide you over, you can also check out a brand new trailer run in Movie Bite, and I'll be back in time to cover the final Harry Potter film and Winnie the Pooh. I'm Grace Randolph, and we just did some movie math. Thanks for watching, and see you in a week.